It wasn't me. It was the one-armed man. That excuse doesn't work for me when I try it. Just pretend it never happened. You want to know how I got these scars? We need an LFSD fire engine, fake an emergency call, or find one at a station, whatever works best.
The fire department are en route to your location.
Did you just call someone while driving without the use of a Bluetooth device? You think that's why they're mad? I'm just looking for my fire truck. I just want my phone call. Shoot the tires out of the fire truck? It's called a fire truck, not a no tires truck. Was that supposed to be a Joker impression? Excuse me? I just said I wanted my phone call. That doesn't mean it's a Joker impression just because it's a line taken verbatim from The Dark Knight and said in a funny voice. Oh, yes, valet. Pull my car around, please. Oh, I'm checking in for the presidential suite. Fuck, marry, kill, liar, liar, Ace Ventura, The Mask. I mean, you gotta go like fuck the mask, right? Because that would be a once in a lifetime experience. Like, we never saw what that mask can get up to when it does the dirty. I gotta imagine that it's some pretty wild once in a lifetime stuff. I think you probably marry liar, liar, because by the end of the movie, he's undergone transformative emotional growth, and it seems like he's fit to be a father and a husband again. I guess you gotta kill Ace Ventura, and I don't feel happy about it, because he's a friend to the animals, but, you know, someone's gotta go, basically. Fuck, marry, kill, Bruce Wayne, Bruce Almighty, Bruce Lee. First rule of fuck, marry, kill is if there's ever only one fictional character, or two fictional characters, they have to die. So, I would probably kill Bruce Almighty, because no one man should have all that power. And then, probably, like, fuck Bruce Wayne, and marry Bruce Lee. Like, Bruce Lee, you know, he seems like he'd be a pretty intense guy, but also, you know, he had a son. Maybe he was, you know, a great father, I don't know. Bruce Wayne, though, you know, you'd always be, like, sitting up at night wondering if he's gonna come back from his fights with the Joker. You know, it would be a lot of stress. But for sure, like, fiscally, he could definitely provide for you, but at the same time, I think it's a lot of anxiety. Bruce Almighty is not God. He just has God's power.
We got a fire truck.
What the hell is going on up here? Whoa, implying Bruce Wayne is Batman. Officer, I am a sovereign citizen. I'd like to report an injustice. Don't worry, officer, I got him. The car definitely just ran over that dude's face. Someone explain to me why the police are mad at me? Wah! Let me get some of that good meat falls off the bone. Baby, you hungry? Baby, I'm hungry. Let's head to Mr. Spriggs and get us some ribs. 237 South Air Depot. Let me get that SPRIGGS. You know, when you get with Mr. Spriggs, you wanna get with the best. You need that SPR. Chat seems divided. Are they mad because I kicked a dead guy, or are they mad because I witnessed some police brutality and they've got to take out all the witnesses? Why am I a piece of shit? I don't think I'm a piece of shit for this. In many ways, I don't think I've done anything wrong at all.
Oh, Jesus.
Like a glove. Give it a sec, 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 give it a sec. Any minute now. Any minute. Oh, we're safe. Hiding in plain sight, baby. YouTube hates him. 5 easy tricks to be just like him. I actually thought that said YouTube hates HTML5. Sorry, this is an accidental robbery. This is an accidental robbery. This vehicle can be used as a getaway vehicle. Alright, the perfect spot for a getaway vehicle. In the police station. They'll never expect it. Hey, dummy, you can't be here without a... Too close to the agency building. Dang it. And now, what's your favorite Tim Hortons sandwich? I only eat at Tim Hortons. It is not to throw shade on it. It's not a preferred outlet for me to consume food at. I probably eat a Tim Hortons sandwich like once a year.
Give me the location.
Strawberry.
All right, I just sent you
Then I guess
a
we can't put it off any longer.
Google
I'll
Maps
get word
pin.
out to the guys. Come out to my office and speak to me.
How about you step into my office because you're fucking fired? What is that once-a-year sandwich choice? Oh, his spine is definitely fucked. They usually get like a spicy chicken. Do you think if we just go at this real fast, we can take down the fence? The UK might be getting Tim Hortons. I mean, there's nothing like inherently wrong about Tim Hortons, but I don't really like it very much. Especially when people are like, I follow people on Twitter, they're like, whoa, I'm in Canada, gotta stop by to Tim Hortons. I'm like, you don't have to do that. If you want to check it out as like a cultural thing, by all means, but like, don't leave Canada being like, Tim Hortons sucks. Canadians don't know what they're talking about. A lot of Canadians are not big Tim Hortons fans to begin with. They don't even serve fries at Tim Hortons? That's true. They serve like kettle-cooked potato chips and now potato wedges. Just like, it's okay. I mean, Tim Hortons isn't really like meant to be a, you know, like a fast food burger place. It is a little weird when you go there for like a combo, and then you're like, I guess I'll take the potato chips. Tim Hortons has suffered a decline in quality and has been outpaced by McDonald's coffee options. I agree, but for whatever reason, if you get an iced coffee at McDonald's, you gotta remind them like 15 times that you don't want sweetener in it. Out of all the like fast food coffee chains, they're the ones that most consistently mess up the order, in my opinion. I don't know if it's just because, you know, the model is so, you know, primed for efficiency or something like that, that they're like, you know, 99% of people want sweetener, so we're gonna put sweetener in it. I am never surprised when I'm like, you know, black iced coffee, no sweetener, and then I get it and I'm like, this has syrup in it.
Hello, hello.
Good to see you, Slick.
Devin, what the hell are you doing here?
It's over, Michael.
You done good, kid. You kept this bullshit up long enough to help me trigger a fantastic insurance payout when the plug is pulled. I love you. You're like my spirit brother now.
Where's Solomon?
He's out getting the negatives
The
of film,
Nth
whatever
Gamer,
the fuck
thank
it
you
is.
as well.
The last dinosaur in town is about to get fossilized.
What are you talking about?
Look, the movie's nearly done, so if the plug's pulled now, the investors, meaning us, get a massive insurance payout. Meanwhile, I can use that to get the other major shareholder, the old bastard's idiot son, to agree to tear this relic down and let me redevelop the area for condos. And in this economy, the city's gonna let me build tax-free. I might even get some rebates. It is a brilliant thing, and it is all thanks to you and Molly's eye for the details of the insurance policy.
Michael, they're fucking us! The suits! And they don't even wear suits! Wolves in turds' clothing!
Try not to
Thank
take
you,
it too
your
badly, Mr.
granddaddy as
Richards.
well.
Were you ever a human being?
Look, people used to like films, now they like what? Videoing themselves, beating off on their iFruit phones. Don't blame me. I'm a very spiritual person. I feel badly about this. But evolution
And
is
Zoidberg.
evolution. Gentlemen, Molly, namaste.
Can I take the film now, Mr. Richards? My plane leaves in 25 minutes.
Can't we
Now I really hate her, because showing up 25 minutes before boarding is just a ridiculous
I'm afraid our
affront to the
timetable does no
mores
allow
of
for
social
that.
society.
Goodbye, Mr. Richards.
Social society.
Where the hell is she going with that movie?
She is taking the only copy offshore, somewhere nice and discreet. Analog. God, it's certainly got its complications.
Michael, can you do something?
No, he can't do anything, pal. It's an inevitability.
My wife got screwed by a yogi. And now I'm getting screwed by a yogi? Fuck that! I'm a producer!
Okay.
Nobody fucks with my film!
Slow it down, Slick. You're not thinking.
Hey, I'm a producer. I'm producing the goods.
Don't do this, Slick. Think. She's got a police escort. She's on the way to my personal hangar. Security at the airport worked for me.
I just want to get the film back before she does anything rash with it.
Molly's highly strung. She's not gonna stop and talk it out with a deranged killer chasing after her.
That ain't who I am. Today, look, I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to get my movie.
Slow down and use your brain. Fun time is over.
NL, would you ever visit New Orleans? There's some things in the yes column, there's some things in the no column. Things in the yes column. I like grits. I like Creole food. I've never had a po' boy sandwich, but I've lovingly looked at pictures of them on Wikipedia and been like, that sounds like something I'd like. Things that end up in the negative column for me is like if I went to New Orleans and everybody was just like, you know, partying and throwing up all the time, I'd be like, this is a little gross, you know? Get a handle on yourselves, you know? You guys aren't 16 anymore. So I think, like, stuff like Bourbon Street is gonna hit me the same way like the Strip in Vegas does, where I'm like, I'm not really that into this. But I think if I could eat some delicious Cajun food, I could probably be compelled to reverse that decision. It's not that I don't like drinking necessarily. It's that I don't like when everybody is just super trashed. I like a little decorum in my environments. A really like party environment like that makes me slightly uncomfortable. Alright, that was sweet. Also cool. Also pretty dope. Isn't that just during Mardi Gras? Well, I don't know. I unfortunately don't know enough about Louisiana, New Orleans to know. I think you might have to take away her license. No, not like this. Come on, Eleanor. This is actually the spawn.
He wants to kill me! He wants to kill me!
For that level, for Nuke on Counter-Strike Go.
Stop him! Stop him! He's a killer! Out of my way!
Oh, stop!
Oh, that's grimy. Okay, I've got a plan. Get in the forklift, drive it out onto the tarmac, steal a Boeing 747. I'm not technically licensed to drive this. Ikawa, thank you for the subscription. Okay, we're gonna steal a small jet, fly it onto the tarmac, where we will then steal a Boeing 747 with movable armrests in first class, I might add. They never expect you to use your plane to steal another plane. Just a quick little bank here. Ooh, pull on your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Oh, get out! Now that's a movie. Like a glove. Get in the Adios Airlines. Get in! Get in!
That's what I came for. I'm leaving.
Ah, shit. Well, we've got a genuine problem then. You can't fly these ones.
I ain't done anything.
You can fly them, you just can't fly that one right there. Alright, we're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. It's gonna be hard to, like, show up on the red carpet of Grauman's Chinese Theater with, like, you know, all this heat on me. This one actually has engines on. Still not accessible, though. Oh! Alright. We're gonna have to do little jets. That's fine. I can live with that. I can live with that. Engine's a little wonky. But at least we're out of their jurisdiction. Oh, engine is real wonky. It's Sully 2.0! We gotta land it on the bridge. It's the only safe place. Oh. Oh, this is bad. Okay. Okay, Sully 2.0. Sully 2.0. Put her down. Right there. On the bridge. Get off the screen! Oh, come on! If they had split the traffic out of the way, we would have made it, man.
I loved you once, Tony, but there's nothing between us. Now that I know you prefer dictation.
Really? We're doing this now? I just watched Devin Weston's legal counsel get juiced in a jet engine.
Oh, that Molly woman? Oh, Lord, that's horrible.
You have no
I can lengthen
She
your
panicked,
penis.
went crazy and ran.
Julius saw
I
it,
saved
thank
the
you.
print, so we still got our movie.
You believe that analog thing? It's all digital. We have backups everywhere. I mean, we're shooting on green screen.
Well, you could have told me.
I'm sorry. Look, I thought you knew. The edit's nearly done, and we've got to get it out before they can screw us again. I've greenlit a premiere. That will stop them from burying us.
A premiere? For Meltdown? Okay. Can you invite my family? They can finally have
They can watch me get murdered at the movies.
Of course! It's already on its way by courier.
All right. Shit. I'll get ready. It was an American Divorce, by the way. The movie quote. Obviously.
I can lengthen your penis. I can lengthen your penis. I could take away your pain. Aren't the movies pretty funny if you actually go to the theater? Yeah, Rockstar always puts in like ridiculous amounts of effort into that stuff. I watched a bunch in GTA 4, but all I remember is a dude going on stage and then listening to Every Day I'm Hustling like 30 times.
I see some bad drivers, but you. Woo-hoo-hoo.
I'm gonna pit maneuver this guy, murder him execution style, not even take his car. You know what? You're lucky. It's gonna be a different day. I'm gonna be a new man. I'm gonna pit maneuver you.
Bullshit.
I'm going to murder you execution style.
Happy now?
And I'm not even gonna take your car. You never had me. You never even had your car.
Hey, how you doing?
Ah, pretty good under the circumstances. About to knock off a federal government building. Well, meanwhile, my psychotic former BFF is trying to figure out a way to kill me. But hey, the meds are kicking in. So life's good.
Well, exactly. Franklin got us what we need. Put those on.
Then what?
Then head in there.
Hey,
and,
Modown
bring
Joe,
up a
thanks for the
slightly more
host.
Sophisticated fire trap than we've got here.
So, I'm guessing drapes and scented candle aren't gonna do the trick, huh?
No. We'll have incendiaries and a remote device. Now they need to be strategically placed so we can ensure that we still have access to the server and that the structure maintains its integrity. Now once you get out, trigger the bombs, meet up with Franklin and the crew, and we'll intercept the emergency call, and you all go in as firemen.
Man, it's amazing how easy it is to burn down a house accidentally. It's like I just tried to toast my newspaper and all of a sudden there's a raging inferno. Simple mistake anybody could have made.
I chose to do it like this.
Oh, come on.
But, you know, Trevor has a point about you. You whine too much.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, don't even try it.
Don't worry.
You guys remember that video of the Japanese guy who accidentally lit his whole apartment on fire? Oh, man. I keep forgetting about that, but then, like, once a month, someone brings it up, usually Mouth. Gets me every time. He just starts, like, piling the flaming paper all in one corner, so it, you know, starts to rage out of control. Oh, gets me every time.
Mike, we doing this?
Yeah, real soon, Frank. Pick up the fire truck and RV with Gus Moda and Daryl Johns. I'll give you word when I'm out of the bureau.
I got it, dog.
It's the highest voted thing of all time on livestream fail. He lived but someone died. I thought that was eventually determined to just be like internet detectives gone wrong and actually nobody died in the fire, but I may indeed be mistaken. I'm not laughing at the fact that a person died, and it would be funnier if nobody died, but it's still a little funny. It's actually like the worst instincts in a fire I've ever seen in my adult life. First day at work, better not mess up. Oh, Jesus. Got my head stuck in the door. Don't hate me. Don't hate me for this. Don't hate me for this. I was gonna try to jump the turnstile and see what happened.
Yeah, they keep changing the contractors.
Yeah, because guys like me keep losing their jobs and agreeing to do this for less.
All right, head up.
So you've seen something funnier in your non-adult life? I don't know. When you're a kid, you think everything's funny. You know, pizza. Hey, Mark. Pizza. You know, just laughing at something makes it funny instead of the other way around. Why does the maintenance guy have a lightsaber on his tool belt? Maybe he's a Jedi. A janitori. There we go. Action-packed. Ooh, look at that shit right there, right there. It's like we're Alpaca Patrol in my RimWorld series.
Dirty.
4 people were injured, suffering from burns and other unspecified injuries. Well, at least nobody died, but, you know, that sucks pretty bad.
There you
Special delivery for CCIL. Whistling is like, it's so inconspicuous that it's conspicuous at this point. Whenever I encounter someone whistling in public, I'm like, that guy's either trying too hard or he's got something to hide. Unless he went...
It's the middle of the night and I'm scanning data patterns to arrest statistically appropriate suspects. What went wrong with my life?
Why does his mop make a fapping sound? Well, that's just ridiculous. You might want to, you know, go see a doctor. Have you seen the video of the Japanese pole vaulter whose dick hits the pole in the pole vaulting competition? Yes, indeed, I have. That's another all-time classic. I can't whistle feels bad, man. I understand. Like, I can't whistle like the wolf whistle that people do. Like, if you're like a 45-year-old uncle, like somehow you just learned that whistle at some point in your life. I don't know that, I don't know how you do that. I've tried over and over, but I did learn how to whistle and how to blow bubbles with like chewing gum. I can't roll my R's though. I just can't, you know, I can't do it. I can snap, but it's not very like a potent snap. You know, a wolf whistle is like the one where you put your fingers in your mouth and then you just blow really hard and it makes like a super sharp whistle sound. Why is the janitor carrying a flashlight? It's actually a flashlight, which is a device that existed before telephones, but it was modeled after the original flashlight. Instead, though, it gives you the chance to create light from an electrical capacitor. Special delivery for CCIL. Canada says flashlight, not torch. Yeah, we don't call it a torch here. But on my phone, it calls it a torch. I mean, torch is actually a pretty apt name for it, I suppose, considering what it does. It's not really a light that flashes. Unless you're trying to, like, freak somebody out. Oh, my flashlight coming back again. The thing that gets me the most about the Japanese man burning his house down is that you can hear the Minecraft lava bubbling in the background. Was he a video game streamer? I thought maybe he was a social eater or something like that.
Hey, charge is set. I'm out of the building.
Hey, dog, we right around the corner. We got your gear in here with us. Hey, look,
I mean, Fire Engine 38 en route.
It's all go, all right?
He was streaming Minecraft. Dude, do you have to do that? Do you have to give, like, Minecraft streamers the same reputation that, like, RuneScape streamers have? Just don't burn your house down while you're playing the game.
Alright, trigger the fire bombs, Frank.
How do you differentiate between a flashlight and an actual fire torch? Well, the simple explanation is that in the year 2016, we don't use any freaking fire torches unless you're Indiana Jones. It's Die Hard. It's a Die Hard reference right there.
All right. We're first response. Let's go.
With your feet on the air and your head on the ground. I still can't do it without turning into a white Bill Cosby. I don't know why. It just brings that impression out of me. With your feet on the air and your head on the ground. Ew. That's a reference to Kate's Rock Band stream. You're not supposed to take the elevators in case of fire, man. MBB 720, thank you as well.
Was he on that industrial strep painkillers or that hallucinatory weed at the time? Yeah, probably a little bit of both. Cool, dog. Thanks for clearing that shit up. All right, we're going across to the far stairwell and up to the top floor.
Oh my god, this is just making me dizzy now.
We're on the 53rd. The server room's this way.
Thank God, I'm gonna throw up if we have to do that much more. Why didn't they take the elevator the whole way? What are you, stupid or something? Elevators never stop at the 53rd floor. It's bad luck. You've always got to get off on 44 and then go up 9 flights of stairs. It's like you've never even been in FIB headquarters before.
It's hot. Look out. Removable drive and the server stack on the far wall. Hey, we got the containment drive. Come on. It's collapsing. On me. We gotta move. It's coming down.
I'm not really concerned. I've been shot in the head like 15 times per stream. No shit, it's hot. The building's on fire. Lord mercy, there's a fire.
Structural integrity. Fuck. This way. Hey, come on. Here we go.
52 more floors to go.
Door's stuck. I gotta bust it down. Okay, ready up.
Man, video games love fire.
Get done. Is he still breathing?
Sorry, I've got to help up Daryl Johns. Daryl Johns works in emergency service. Daryl Johns is steady employment. Daryl Johns died in his first heist job. Daryl Johns, more money for Franklin. That's like a Resident Evil 2 scare right there.
Man, kinda. That explosion must have knocked me out, man. Alright, listen. We're down a floor from you, but look out. There's a team of agents coming your way. They know where you're You fools should be at home.
That's like definitely true. We're here for the bank's money, not yours. Your movie is federally insured. Franklin really is all about that paper. Like, he's running through a burning building, but he just murdered FBI agent, took like their $17.
50th floor, man. Almost with you.
Just 50 more floors to go.
There he is. Hey, we're going up this rubble. On me.
53 more floors to go.
Should be an elevator shaft through here. Might be able to rappel down it.
Yeah, don't we get parachutes automatically now? Now seems like the right time to take advantage of that. Sorry, Gustavo, we only brought 2.
Alright, this is our way out. We gotta get these doors open. Watch out. Hey, give me a hand. Briggs, come on. I see it street level. I fucking hope so. We cool?
I don't know if that one was supposed to hit, but it seemed pretty close. That one collided.
Terra firma.
We have to go back up? Did we go down to like basement 50? Joke's on you, I'm not gonna need my credentials today. Just fuck the desk right up before we get out of here. See you in hell. This is for Windows 10. What? What if we shot Michael in the leg? Just curious, you know?
More fire trucks will be here in a minute. We tried our best in there.
You're all wet.
Alright, we going. Alright, we all gotta change before we get there. At some point soon, an APB will go out looking for firemen. We cannot be playing dress up when that happens.
We need to get to the right and torch this fire truck as soon as possible. I'm working on it. Yeah, cause
now go get some Madrinas. Shooby doo 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 ah. It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better with life. With Madrinas and full of life. Nothing gets to you, robbing federal bureaus. With Madrinas fresh and full of life.
That's who you don't want to run into. You're right. So, take us to our get out, avoiding the cops, the feds, and my dear friend
gotta get the
Trevor
backup
Phillips.
cam on.
All right, man, I'll try.
Try
Ooh,
real
I got a
hard,
backup
okay?
cam to the backup cam to back up my backup cam. Last time I checked, none of our characters are named Gustavo Mota, so doesn't really bother me if he died. That's just more cut for the rest of us. Haven't you seen The Dark Knight? This dude didn't have to get his hands dirty. He wants 14%? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Man, I'm working on it.
What are you, a Hollywood agent?
Now that we're clear, I can probably tell you people. I didn't think we were gonna make it out of there.
One of us didn't. We lost a dude, man.
Oh, yeah, shit.
I mean, let's be real. He was pretty much nameless.
Yeah, he wasn't top draw, but I thought we could carry him through it. I guess I thought wrong. Well, anyway, we made it out. So we got that to be thankful
Man
for.
died all because I wanted to save 1%. And instead, I ended up saving 6%. Just when I thought you couldn't be any stupider, you go and do something like this. Wow. And totally redeem yourself. The free pie? I'll get the free pie. Thank you for the subscription.
The leader was dumb enough to take you in there.
True that.
Rob the Bureau of Investigation with an inferno on my mind. Lost Daryl in the fire. What's his has now become mine. Dan Giesling is now auto-hosting you for up to 10 viewers. Thank you, Dan Giesling. Really appreciate that whoever you auto-hosted first has now gone offline, so as your 45th closest streamer friend, I get that sweet runoff. Really appreciate it, Dan.
Well,
What?
I'm just joking.
I
Anyway.
never thought I'd see you clowns again. We did it!
Fucking A right, we did it.
Ow! How was it?
For a suicidally dangerous mission impersonating emergency services while working a high security government facility, it was surprisingly uplifting. Come here, give me some of that.
Ow, 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 ow.
Ooh,
Sorry.
my clavicle.
Forgot my very, very obvious...
He's mad because you blew up the computers?
Whatever. Hey, let's get drunk.
They had Linux operating systems!
Got some real vintage moonshine, hillbilly type shit. We're gonna be seeing triple and committing incest in minutes.
Just the shit to make a man forget his trouble.
Oh, exactly.
Where did Gustavo go? Gustavo doesn't get to hang out with us. He's just part of the job. We're not friends just because we work together.
Sorority girls again. I'm ill, okay? Give me a break. Cheers!
Man, that's some foul-ass shit.
All right, boys, I hate to break up the ritual, but I gotta go square things up with Davey and Dickwad.
For serious?
Hey, I just want them to know that now that we did this thing for them, and we have the evidence that we did this thing for them, that we can all go our own separate ways, you know?
We can all watch our own separate movies.
Hey, have fun. I gotta do this alone.
Right now.
The sooner the better.
Well, maybe you should have done it before you took a shot of this, like, 190 proof whiskey, so you're now legally over the limit. Could end up losing your license for up to 6 months, Michael.
Being bored and miserable and loving every motherfucking minute of it. Here, enjoy the incest juice.
Man, you boys sure know how to put the fun back in midlife crisis.
I think Franklin needs to go take a spelling class. Unless he's talking about the song Midlife Crisis by Faith No More, which actually is pretty fun. Without me, there is only
We hit the
you.
bureau for you, Dave. I'm done.
Yes, I saw that. Meet me at the court center and I'll debrief you.
I'm out, Davey. From now on, done.
I appreciate that. I'm trying my best for you, but you and Trevor attacking Merriweather? Repeatedly? It doesn't help.
That's Trevor's thing.
Whoever's thing it is, it's unauthorized and it's dumb. They've been sniffing around my office. We really need to talk.
Really? All right, all right. I'll come to the court center. Fuck.
What do you mean honking doesn't make it faster for the mission to end? This car is too slow. Also, this suit is black, not also my wife. I'm done with the Strangers and Freaks missions, man. Those people are unusual and one standard deviation away from the norm in several different spectrums. Those people are strangers and freakers. Actually, they're strangers and zombies, streamer. NL has never customized a car. That's not true. That's true, now that I think about it. I've never customized a car in real life or in Grand Theft Auto 5. It's a damn charade! Charizard! Those peepers. Jeepers creepers, where'd you get the peepers? You customized your Ford Focus to look like a Fiesta? Quite the opposite, which I think is what you said in the first place. What do you plan to play after this? It would be good to transition to Dishonored 2. Civ 6 would be dope. Sleeping Dogs? Yo, don't bum me out, man. United Front Games just closed down. One of the last studios in Vancouver making, like, not mobile and social stuff. Not that I'm looking down on it, but, you know, it's not my area of expertise. It's a real bummer. I mean, we still have, like, EA Sports, Capcom has a studio here. They're making Dead Rising. But there's, like, Namco Bandai has a studio here, but I think it's mobile stuff. Like, the games industry on, like, a AAA console and PC level is moving away from Vancouver. G-Lie, B-Lie, Namco Bandai. I probably don't do RimWorld on the substream because I kind of think that RimWorld needs a little bit of time off, but find myself at a loss for what's going to replace it for now. Factorio seems to fit the bill, but I think Factorio has like a little bit less emergent gameplay along with it, right? Like it's less of a story-driven thing and more of an optimization simulator. Do some Shenzhen IO streams. All I want to do is bang, 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 and a fuck assembly and ride a for loop. All I want to do is, can you please just let me store a third variable? All I want to do is, could you please let me see my IDE instead of the shit face? Okay, you get the idea. Play Mass Effect 3 before you before you forget the story. I remember everything about the story of Mass Effect. You're Commander Shepard, and then you're like dead, but then they're like, oh, actually, you're not dead. Your face is just a little scarred. And then they're like, oh, remember that lady you spent all game trying to bone? You don't get to bone her in this game. Instead, you bone somebody else. And it's like, oh, where's the loyalty in today's day and age? Everyone's just like space Tinder. All right, you know what? It won't let me pull the trigger. How about now, Davy boy?